So that is how we set up the system prompt. And now let's dive right in here, okay? We're gonna go through the buyer's circles of trust with email, and we're gonna get into our actual copywriting. And I'll take you back to the buyer's circle of trust, so I'm gonna take you back to the graphic here. And I'd like you to and I'm gonna challenge you to use this model when you write your email copy. So first, be clear on which circle of trust you're targeting with your message. Once you know which circle of trust you're writing to, then you're gonna know what's the appropriate call to action. Now, for the purpose of this module, I'm gonna start from the beginning. We're gonna target our message to the unaware, and the objective of our message is to convert them to be interested, right? So that's where we talk about lead magnets, right? Lead magnets are the common tactic for converting unaware to the interested. So typically, you don't have an email list at this point to send your message to, right? Presumably, you have a social media presence and or a blog, and you're using these platforms to provide informative content to your target audience. Or maybe on a rare occasion, maybe you do have an email list, but they're completely unaware that you sell nutritional supplements, right? So you're going to be introducing your recipients to a brand new product. Another option for your emails to send your message to the unaware is to be a co-sponsor of an existing list. Now, there's a lot of content owners that use co-sponsorship to monetize their email list. Now, I'm not talking about list rental providers. Get that out of your head. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about content owners who send informative newsletters, in this case, health and wellness content owners, to people who subscribe to receive these emails. Now, depending upon the size of the list, okay, they may charge you an arm and a leg to send a co-sponsor email, but you know what? They represent a great source of warm leads, so it might be worth checking them out. I may have an idea for some lead magnets, but let's see what ChatGPT can come up with. All right, so let's ask ChatGPT to give me 10 lead magnet ideas that will resonate with Jim. Okay, so that's my copywriting prompt. So ChatGPT comes back and it says, creating effective lead magnets for Jim, dealing with type 2. You see how it always comes back just to make sure that, hey, are we on the same page? Are we on sync? Okay, so he's got something like the ultimate guide to managing type 2 diabetes naturally. It's an ebook. Okay, I kind of like that. Diabetes-friendly recipes for busy people. Sorry, I don't have Jim as that's not in his profile as somebody who cooks. Balancing blood sugar with nutrition webinar series. Am I willing to invest that much time and effort into a webinar series? Maybe later on down the line, but I'm starting out, maybe I don't want to invest that much. Here's what else it gives me. 30-day diabetes management challenge. Oh my God, I'm so sick of challenges. I don't want to do another challenge. I'm scratching that off. The truth about insulin resistance video course. Okay, I might go with that. Down the line, weekly meal planner, shopping list. No, Jim's not a shopper and he's not a meal planner. Sorry about that. Fitness plan for diabetics. Okay, if I was knowledgeable in fitness, I might do that as a lead magnet. That might be a good one because certainly physical exercise is very helpful for lowering blood sugar. Stress management techniques for better blood sugar control. Another ebook that ChatGPT recommends. Okay. I like that. If I was especially into meditation, I would probably have that. Personalized nutrition consultation? No, that's not me. That's not my service. I don't want to do a consultation service. I sell products. Diabetes myths debunked. Ooh, I kind of liking that one. PDF guide, that sounds like something that Jim would really latch onto. Myths debunked, right? Each of these lead magnets provide valuable information that Jim can really help him in his journey. They're obviously designed to educate, engage, offer practical solutions. But you know what? I kind of like that diabetes myth debunked PDF guide. For someone like Jim that I'm thinking about as my target profile, that's kind of perfect. He's getting a lot of information from so many different places. He's just like swamped. So a myths debunked guide, that's perfect. Okay, this is a class on email marketing, not on building sales funnels. So I'm going to skip this step about how to use ChatGPT to create the PDF guide. Certainly you can do that. That's what's great. All right, so now I'm showing you on screen something from Mailpost Marketing Cloud. This is a journey. It's an automated campaign. So I'm going to keep talking about email, okay? So I'm personally a big believer that you should always deliver the lead magnet by email. Now, I may use social media to generate traffic to an opt-in form to receive my lead magnet, but I'm always going to want to deliver by email. I've seen lots of lead magnets that capture your email address, but they take you directly to a landing page where you download it. I don't like that. I know that a lot of direct response marketers do this because once they've got the email address, then they can pass you right into their sales funnel, right? I get it, but the problem is that you get a lot of bogus email addresses that way. Believe me, I've seen them all. I've seen Mickey Mouse. I've seen Bill Clinton. I've seen asdf@example.com. All that junk that shows up in my email. Bogus email addresses will damage your sending reputation, which I'll cover in the next module. You want real email addresses. So what you're going to tell your unaware, like Jim, that you'll send them the Diabetes Myth Debunk Guide in an email. If they really want your lead magnet, they're going to give you a real email address. So here on screen is what I'm showing you how I'd send the lead magnet using Mailpost Marketing Cloud. And one thing I really like about Marketing Cloud is that it's got a lot of different options. So this is what they call a automated email sequence or a journey. So you see from the screenshot, I'm using 4 emails from the journey, and each email is going to have a link to download the lead magnet because, hey, not everybody reads the email. So I've got at least a 1 in 4 chance that he's going to read the lead magnet.